Daily Broadside to 986. Well, I made a large mistake last night. I guess not a mistake. It's a miscalculation on my part. And I just got another one. So I'll tell you what I'm talking about. So last night I went out my shop, and for 3.5 hours yesterday afternoon, I cleaned out what was just an absolute mess. I mean, there was just stuff. My shop looks like a Home Depot. I've got so many supplies and every tool known to man, and I've got duplicates. I found 4. I didn't realize I had 4 bolt cutters. Why do I need 4 I have 12 jack stands. I kept finding jack stands. I'm like, why do I have all this stuff? Anyway, my point is, it's time to kind of liquidate some stuff and get rid of things. So I cleaned up and got rid of some stuff. I listed a vacuum pump for an AC refrigerant, and a generator, and a stand-up, like a 26-gallon compressor, a joiner on a stand. I got 3 table saws. I'm getting rid of a table saw. I had a, what did I have? A router table. I had like 5 gallons of paint that was just mixed that I'm not using. I mean, it's brand new. It's like bare. It's really good stuff. Anyway, so long story short, I list all this stuff, and I should have spaced it out. I should have listed like one thing a day for the next like 2 weeks, but I didn't. I listed it all at once. And ding, 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 ding. It sounds like, golly, I'm getting messages. And I'll tell you what, Hispanics love Marketplace. I bet 90% of the people are Hispanic, which I find interesting because, I mean, it is what it is. But, and I've sold stuff to Hispanics many times, but they're all over Marketplace. They've got like the market on the Marketplace. But I don't understand people. Like once again, if I'm selling something for $100, no, I'm not going to take 50 when it's been listed for 20 minutes. I'll hedge my bet and see what happens. Let's just, let's run this. Let's, what's it called? Let's ride this wave, But then you get people, you're like, man, I really need this. And I'm like, I mean, what do you say to that? You're like, okay, it's for sale. If you got money, you can come have it. I mean, then you won't have to worry about getting it. I don't understand what that's supposed to be about. And so, and then somebody's like, man, that would really help me out to have that. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, maybe it would. I don't know you, but I don't know what your needs are with regards to tools and equipment. But yeah. So I don't get it, man. So I mean, I'm no kidding. I'm no kidding. No kidding. I've probably got I'm gonna say like 74 messages that have come through in the last less than 18 hours. It was like, I don't know, I listed all this crap at like 6 o'clock last night. Ding, ding, ding. And then some dude messages me at 2:30 in the morning. And I didn't have my phone muted. I hear a ding, and I wake up, and I'm like, oh, in the hell is... And I was like, would you take 25? And I'm like, like, what kind of decorum is that? Maybe he lives in that world. And I've worked third shift for a long time. I understand how it is, but I would never message somebody, especially expecting to like buy the thing, and get in their good graces at 2:30 in the morning. So I wait till about 5:30 or so and figure he's probably asleep. And I'm like, yes, it's available. And just people are dumb. I don't know. I think phone decorum is, it's got to stand for something, right? But anyway, so I may have like 6 dudes waiting in my driveway when I get home tonight. I don't really know. But I will say this. As sure as these dikes are in my hand. I went to CPR recertification yesterday, and I'll just leave that down there. And so I get in there, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if y'all in the healthcare industry obviously have to recert on CPR. Some people every 3 months, some people every 6. Just depends on your business, but the Red Cross wants you to do it every 2 years, and it's just a big money grab. $123 for me to get certified, and I don't feel like I learned anything there that I didn't already know. I was there. The guy got there late, started at 9:30. We walked out at 12:30. 3 hours, 120. It's just a money grab. And I walk in, and the damn Red Cross building is like a $3 million office. I'm like, why do we need all this extravagance, right? And then they've got this big, donor wall, and it's like blood campaign, CAMPAIN. Who? Like, I wanted to go up there and just rip the letters. I just swap them. Like, who? campaign go? I mean, I don't want to say how somebody hadn't noticed that. I mean, it's not a brand new building. This has been there for a while. But anyway, we get into the class, and there's this clearly an autistic kid in there, and he while we're waiting in the lobby for the late instructor to show up, and I have a problem with people who are late, this kid tells us no less than 7 times that he's been sent there to do CPR. He works at Wellspring, which I think is an old folks home around here, some retirement gig or retirement home, and he works in dining, and so everybody there has to get certified, and he's never done any of this before, and he's like, and you could tell, you know how like they just, I say they, the autistic people. I got nothing against autistic people. I mean, hell, I might be a little bit on the spectrum there, one way or the other. But I'm fascinated by how their brain is working, because they do stuff like they'll, somebody will say something. And it's like they're compelled to say something, like to join the conversation. He's like, my boss sent me here and he's paying for this. And I just have to, I'm taking the adult CPR. And everybody's like, yeah, And then somebody else will come in and they'll be like, is the CPR research? And they're like, we're waiting. It's just going to be in this classroom. And then he'll pipe up and be like, I'm taking the adult CPR. My boss is paying for it, but he sent me here. I work for a Wellspring in the dining. And it's just this and so I'm just studying this kid. And so he becomes my partner. He's never done any of this before. So I'm having to walk him through all this stuff. And it's just, and it's like he feels compelled to ask a question at every turn. And some of the questions have nothing to do with what we're saying, and it's, it's stuff like, and then, or he's not paying attention or he didn't grasp the concept. It's like, so when someone's having a seizure, do we cradle their head and hold it tight to our body? And he's like, no, at no point did I ever say any of that. You just back everything away from them and just let them seize, just let it. It's Clark Griswold, and Cousin Eddie talk. A seizure is much like Clark. He's got a little Mississippi leghound in him. So if he lays into you, it's best to just let him finish. It's the same thing with a seizure. You just let it ride out, And so I'm helping this kid get through, and, we're having to Heimlich one another. And, and that was awkward because about half the people in the room, there were 12 people. I would say half of them had a little obesity issue. And so the instructor's like, all right, so you're going to get behind your partner and you're going to take your thumb and you're going to find their belly button. And I'm like, good luck with that. Some of these people are going to have an issue with their belly button being found. They ain't found their belly button in a while. And one lady, her belly button, it was in her pants or so. I don't know what happened. It had to happen over there, but she's like, dropping the maternity pants, right up on your, way up on. She was like, she was wearing something like that. And she's like 70. She's not pregnant. I don't know what was going on there, but me and my partner, I got him through it. We Heimlicked with the best of them and everything. But what I'm getting at is if you're medical field or healthcare, you get it. You go cert and you're like, oh, we know how to do this. We're in this world, but I do CPR once a week or whatever. But I'm going to tell you right now, if y'all ever have a heart attack or lose consciousness or whatever, and the general public is around, as many times as I've done this with the general public recertifying, you just might as well meet your maker, because just say you're, whatever y'all do, and just go on to the other world, because you're not going to make it, because these people have no clue. Now, it's 5 breaths and 10 compressions? No, it's 30 compressions and 2 breaths. It's been like that for 7 years. Yeah, they just don't it's going to be a magnificent day if you don't die. When you pass out in the damn shopping center parking lot or something, or whatever, it's like, call 911. One lady didn't know what she's like, now, what is this AED? Is that what you said? Is that like a roadside bomb? She had no clue she's like, yes, it's a defibrillator. It's what, in the old days they would shock you with. And she's like, oh. And I'm like, you're getting recerted? This is not a new concept. I don't know. So anyway, I'm off to marketplace hell. And if somebody, comes to my house and I have to hurt them, I can revive them, because I'm now certified in CPR. Well, once again, 2 more years before I have to do that madness again. I get it.